My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time, we unlocked the ability to use skells, and this time, we're in the Blade Barracks for a very special affinity mission, because this is the second affinity mission that I've never done before, New Skell on the Block, and it specifically requires that you have the Skell license. So let's just head in.
Aha! There you are. Heads up. We just received an urgent request from Granada GG. It's direct from their chief engineer. They're asking us to sniff out a prototype skell for them that went radio silent during a test drive. Thing is, they sounded pretty desperate. Said they need professionals, a team who'll get the job done right. Yep, 3 guesses whose name popped into my skull. You're taking the job, right? Good. I'll send you the coordinates of the last known location we got from its tracking beacon. Take a good look at them. You know, there was a rumor going around. Some news leaks about a new type of skell Granada had in the works. Could be our missing mechs, one and the same. That'd sure be something. If it turns out to be a real smash hit, it'd be nice if we could add it to our arsenal. Well, get going, soldier.
New Skell on the Block. Granada Galactic Group's lost a Skell somewhere. I don't know where, though. Where is it? Oh, it's in Hraesvelg. Okay. Let's just head to the Social Sansi then. You might have noticed that Vandam is It's not! Why?! You might have noticed that Vandam is sounding a little bit different than usual. Oh, for God's sake. I guess I'm fighting the false woe. Anyway, most of the characters that needed to come back for the new content in the Switch remake got their original voice actors back. However, Vandam's didn't. I believe he retired, so you don't get Vandam's objectively amazing voice acting in this version, and that is very much unfortunate. I'll honestly double check. Oh my god, no, I don't fight the Bismuth Zedom, no! Well, I said I didn't like Skell combat anyway, so I'm just leaving. Goodbye. That was not part of the plan, not at all. Yeah, so Bismuth Zedom, as well as all other Zedom, but Bismuth Zedom are the only ones you're likely to find at this point, are enemies that attack you while you're in a Skell, but not on the ground, so are Felswo. There are several enemy types like that. Those ones are the most dangerous in Hraesvelg, though. Be careful driving! Ooh, that don't look good. You know, it's really odd not seeing the extra party members in the cutscene. Why are they not here in this quest? They were there in every single Affinity Mission in the original. Why are they just not here this time? That's so strange. Well, this will be an easy overdrive. These guys don't look too tough. These are definitely the weakest Arebitters I've ever seen. Let's just get a bit more overdrive. Topple you again, because I can. Get rid of that one. This should get me almost to max count. Target an appendage. Oh, that did get me to max count. Knock it over. Beat it up with Wild Smash. And for the last one, we knock it over and beat it up with Wild Smash. Now let me get it. Supercharge. First grenade. Yeah.
A timely assist. That was you?
Who do you think it was? Well, now they're in the cutscenes. Hi, Grenada sent me.
Granada did? Oh, now it all makes sense. I bet I know who it was. Poor girl. She must have been worried sick.
What? Who? What? Girl? No, it was Vandom. What?
I know you. My comms broke down out here. I couldn't even call a ride home. I'm lucky you showed up. Oh, and name's Liesel. I'm a test pilot for Granada Galactic. I'm grateful you bailed me out and all, but the skell's the one that's in a bad way. It needs returning, and it won't make it back unless I get it fixed up. It's highly classified, as you can imagine. If I left it just sitting out here, they'd have my head. Hey, can I ask you a small favor? It won't take too much of your time, I'm sure. Here's the deal. I need parts from around here to patch this thing up and get it home.
I probably already have
I'll tell
them.
you what parts it needs. I'd really appreciate the help. I'll stay here and get things repair ready. Thanks in advance. Best of luck.
Yep, I get things. Gooey gun, awesome. I definitely need that. Sure, definitely. Oh, there's definitely red item orb. Collect the molten refrigium and the silver. Ah! Okay, fine.
Easy. I guess that's that. That was epic.
Right, that's pretty far away. Anyway, I was talking about things earlier. I really wish I had my skell about now. Really sucks that blasted Bismuth Zedon blew it up. Ugh. Well, anyhow, during the pre-release things, they showed off all the new stuff just vaguely. And they showed that there would be a character with a mask in that special skell. And I was convinced that that was Neil now. Because one of the item drops that you can get in the original is crude Neil Nail mask. And, well, that character was wearing a mask. So, of course it was that one. Why would it not be that one? And since Crude Nail Mask was an enemy drop, I also assumed that that character must be an enemy that you fight, and then take their skell. So basically, I could not have been more wrong if I tried. Anyway, I really expected these to be normal items and not red item orbs. Oh, welcome to the East Seal Sensi. Apparently I haven't been here before. Ooh, and there's an FN site. Love it when I stumble across those. I'll take that. I'll have to head back to... Oh, I need 2 of those, huh? Where would the second one be? Oh, there it is. I guess it's beside that Sylvelian tree, which kind of looks like an orb to me. Just an orb on a stick. I guess that's what passes for a tree around here. Yoink. Yeah. There's even a treasure. Oh, this area is nice. I like it. Gives me plenty of things to do. I'll take that strange petrified tree. Have I ever mentioned just how much nicer it is being able to just grab everything without having to worry about blade levels and field skills? And how that sucked in the original? Because it really sucked in the original. Anyway, I'm going back here. No need to stay around here. Liesel is waiting for us. Ooh, let's get this fancy-looking thing all fixed up, Liesel. I really don't know how to pronounce her name. It's not making a lot of sense to me.
You got the materials already? You blades are efficient workers.
Ah.
Yeah, these will be more than enough. Thanks a lot.
What do you need tree sap for?
That last battle really took a toll on you, didn't it? Looks like the circuits couldn't bear the heat. Now, if I just add this to the cooling system, it should hold out long enough.
I guess it's a coolant.
All
Okay.
right. Yep. Even I should be able to take it from here. Could you give me a sec? This won't take long. Right. Should be good to go. It's weird, though. I really shouldn't have been so unstable.
Well, it got beat up, didn't
How
it?
did they miss such a glaring defect? We're days from rollout.
What happened?
Wish I knew. It's a bit hard to ascertain that out here. I'll need an expert's opinion. Though it's clear the controls are acting up. They're being a little temperamental. Kinda hard to get to grips with. The overheating implies it's the steering causing an unexpected load on the system?
I don't get it.
I'll have to mention that to Alicia later. I'm heading back to NLA. Would you mind joining me? The one who made the call, it's likely a friend of mine. I'll introduce you.
Oh, he still hasn't joined the party? I was really expecting he would. Well, let's head to New LA.
Liesel! When your comms cut out, I thought we'd lost you. What in the hell happened?
Indigens decided to give me grief.
What? You were attacked?
We got some good data. Just check the battle log, you'll see. I know I'm somewhat behind schedule. But at least I'm back on track, thanks to these blades.
Liesel, what am I gonna do with you? I'm sorry. You're the Blades who took up the assignment, right? I'm grateful. Thank you so, so much. I'm Alicia, an engineer at Granada.
The skell, Hraesvelg, it's almost entirely her creation.
Damn!
Liesel and I go way back. You might even say we're pals.
They were roommates?
Two of us
What?
have known each other since back on Earth, and that's all I am to you, is it? A pal?
I'm just kidding. Besties, is that better? Anyhow, Hraesvelg's had the green light for mass production. All that's left was a few final checks. This will be a major setback for Granada.
Yeah, about that. As I see it, operating this skell demands a higher level of competence than most others. For one, the drivetrain feedback is finicky, and it wasn't half as bad in the bench tests.
Huh? I don't understand.
The computer should have modeled it out fine. Think it's programmed wrong?
If so, that's weird. Hold on, I'll double check. You're right. The values are... No, this wouldn't account for...
What? Huh? I don't get it.
This skell, the Hraesvelg. There's extra processing going on after it receives manual input, before hitting the drive. The idea was to filter out unintended nudges on the controls. If that process were to bug out, it'd impede the skell's movement.
I found our culprit. Our proprietary system's control module was fritzing. I've made sure that it won't do so again. Problem solved.
Finally, we're finished. After all these years.
Indeed. Now, we just wait for the press release.
All right, now that that's all squared away, it's about time we started on the proprietary...
Yes? Yes, sir. Of course. Right away.
Not the boss.
The one and only. He wants to see us ASAP.
Not again. If he's got complaints, he should come over here.
He also asked for you.
Wait, for me? What, is Phantom?
Oh boy.
What?
No rest for the wicked.
It'll be on me for hiring Blade without his say-so.
No, I'm the one who went incommunicado in this case. Sorry, it shouldn't take too long.
Can't be
Me and
Phantom.
Alicia, we can do all the talking.
In the test hangar. Who the heck is calling for us? The CEO of Granada, maybe? I guess that would make sense, but... yeah, that's a Sobe. No, that's Sakuraba, though.
So, I hear you took our shiny new skell out for a spin and had a little incident. Is that about the gist of it?
Boss, I can explain everything.
What in God's name possessed you to do that? Not just that, you requested aid from a third party without consulting me.
Yes, well,
It was just one final test drive. The more safety checks we do, the better. Seems obvious.
Even if those safety checks end up impacting our profits, you cannot be that dense. That skell is already feature complete. It was given the all clear, wasn't it?
Respectfully, sir, in this last check, we did discover an issue with the controls. If we'd released it like that, there might have been all manner of accidents.
Nonsense. In that case, you could have simply patched the thing after rollout.
What?
If bad news were to get out at this stage, it would be a complete PR disaster. Besides, this isn't something a lowly pilot should be sticking her nose into. We've banked far too much on the Hraesvelg's development for the project to fail at this stage. Your unsolicited opinion and poor judgment could have torpedoed all our hard work.
I apologize, sir. But really, this could be disastrous.
No, that's enough. I've made myself clear. No faults were detected. That'll be the report. I won't have you two causing any more grievance. You'll move on to the next project. Is that clear?
Crystal, sir.
Alright, who the fuck's that guy? He's butt ugly. Oh, look, it's Arena. Well, I can get distracted by things. Why not?
Hey, look
Hey.
who's here.
Hey, Dr. Von Crazy. My skell took a pretty serious beating during my last interceptor mission, and now I gotta sit here and pretend to listen while the mechanic lectures me about it. Though that's the way we fight, though. We don't plan for things to go off the rails like that. They just do. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the way you fight. Sometimes things really do just happen to you. Like a bismuth Z-Dome can show up. I appreciate that, but I'm fine, really. Outside of the Colonel chewing me out personally, nothing will get me to change my tactics. If experience has taught me anything, it's that it's better to go too far than to risk not going far enough. I can't imagine you've come this far without being in the same situation yourself. I like to live a life free of regret. No, let's say that rash action can lead to regret just as easily. That's fair. Actions taken with the best intentions sometimes have unexpected consequences. But no one can predict what action will lead to which consequence. You just have to accept that it won't always work out like you hope. If you ask me, all that really matters is whether you made the best choice possible for yourself and for the people you care about. Maybe you'll still regret the outcome, but if you know you gave it everything you had, it softens the blow. That's the way I live my life. So yeah, when it comes to protecting my friends, maybe I do go a little over the top sometimes. I'll understand if you feel differently, but I have things in my life that I don't intend to lose. Charging in, yep. Oh, and that maxes out our affinity too. That's certainly something. Let's talk to the Hraesvelg. Or something.
Sorry you had to be party to that debacle. The boss likes taking it out on us. He's always giving us crap. We're his favorite punching bag. They say he was a first-rate pilot once upon a time. That's certainly no longer true.
It might have been the same thing that made his face into what
here?
it looks like
We've been
that
working
stopped
on
him
it
from
since I was
piloting.
You should have seen it. You could barely swing a wrench in our old workshop. We had a different chief engineer back then, and there was another test pilot besides me. We poured our sweat and tears into making Hraesvelg a reality. That is, till Kellerman got appointed our new boss. To that guy, skells are just products to be sold, stepping stones to his next promotion.
What about the others?
They died.
They died?
The other test pilot. We lost him in an accident during a prototype test run. Our former chief was held accountable. They wouldn't stop hounding him, and he killed himself.
Oh my god! What?
Then Alicia stepped up. She was appointed the new chief engineer. Hey, Leash. You look tired.
It's fine. I can hold out a little longer.
You'll burn out. Kellerman keeps lumping you with all these tasks. You need to breathe sometime. And you haven't had your MIM service for who knows how long. It's about time you took better care of yourself.
Wait, these
Look,
need
I gotta work on the
servicing?
next thing. For you and Hraesvelg, I can keep going.
It's probably time to take a vacation.
See? Even the blades are telling you to take it easy. You need to rest.
But... no, you're right. Thanks for making me see sense, Liesel.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't we head outside? I found the most spectacular view. You're gonna love it.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm... Sure. Go on, lead the way.
Want to join us as well? Hate to leave you out.
Feel bad being a third wheel, but sure.
Then let's move out. Screw it. I'm bringing Hraesvelg.
Well, that's one way of doing it. You're still not in the party! Ah, damn it. God, crap. Oh, that is high up. How the heck do I get there? Right. I am getting my skell back. If your skell breaks, then simply head to the barracks hangar and it'll be replaced. Your skell has been replaced free of charge thanks to a successful soul challenge. Where is my skell insurance? Oh, it's on the skell stats. If you get a perfect, your skell insurance won't go down, otherwise it will. And if you fail the soul challenge entirely, you'll be left at 1 hit point. So try not to do that. That's a bad idea. All in all, though, losing a skell is not really... It's not why! It really just isn't why! Anyhow... losing a skell is not much of a problem. You're just gonna have to go back to town, head to the barracks, go and get it. If you're somewhere where you can't skip travel to, which there are a couple places that do have that distinction, it can be annoying. But otherwise, it's really not much of a problem if your skell breaks during a mission. Oh, good, right, of course, yes, wonderful, excellent, love it when this happens. Oh my god, yeah, this is the middle of a frickin' ganglion base. Why are we being sent here? Liesel? No wonder we need a skell then. No way you're getting up here on foot. Skells just have that superior jump height. And this does kind of look like it was made for jumping up it with a skell, actually.
Wow. I guess Mira really does have its moments.
You've been up to your neck in work for so long, you never had time to see the sights.
Guilty. Guess I didn't know what I'd been missing. I was always leaving the field tests to you.
And I'm glad you did. Working on Hraesvelg has been a dream. Remember that I'm the ace pilot here. No arguing. Still thinking about what the boss said? Alicia, that guy would sell his own grandma to turn a profit. Even back then.
I know.
The path we've followed, we've always walked it with conviction. Right, Leash?
Right. The path that we must never stray from.
Yeah. Not now, not ever. We'll stick to our guns, no matter what that crook says.
Yeah. A path I must walk.
Time we made tracks. Not long now. They'll be announcing Hraesvelg's mass production soon. This model's really a cut above. Can't wait for you to give it a spin.
It nearly exploded in Silvalum!
Also, this isn't public knowledge yet, but it's fitted with a special system. Hraesvelg will blow other skells right out of the water.
It's still in development, but it really will wow the pants off of you. Watch this space.
Lastly, anytime you need a little extra help, give me a call. I'm
Finally!
going to be a pretty competent pilot. That might be a skill you're in the market for.
Before Granada, Liesel was Air Force and quite the rising star. She made instructor in record time. I'd argue that she might even give the legendary hero Alois Bernhold a run for his money.
Okay now, that's laying it on a bit thick.
Who the hell is Alois Bernhold?
In any case, I reckon we'd make a pretty decent team in battle. After all, everyone could use an ace up their sleeve.
That's all wrapped up. We found the Hraesvelg. And we got the... Oh, we got the ground gear Liesel's helmet. Okay. And we got a new dual gun art. I don't know what that does. Yes! Exist! Why is your division test pilot? Why is that not outfitters? That feels like it really should be just outfitters. Because your armor says Blade on it. Why are you not part of Blade? She's got a lance, and by lance I mean javelin and dual guns. And that's about all I know about her. I really don't know the rest. Let's put her in the party. Even though she can't do much special right now, she probably has a Hraesvelg. A new skell, Hraesvelg, has been added to the shop terminal. I hear it's on a whole new level compared to earlier models. A total paradigm shift. Ooh, I can't wait to get my greedy paws on it. Hey, buy one quickly so I can tinker with it, okay? Looks like the Hraesvelg made it to market, huh? Great stuff. Unlike your run-of-the-mill skells, you can't change his equipment. But to make up for it, it comes with exclusive weapons. I bet you, of all people, will have no trouble making it sing. Oh, I almost forgot! When Granada put Hraesvelg in the shops, their marketing people also commissioned replicas of Liesel's test pilot outfit. And I hear you can buy it now! That helmet is kinda unique, huh? But in a good way. Why is that a tip? The Hraesvelg is fitted with the Jinrai overdrive system. Increased accuracy, evasion, crit chance, and shorter cooldowns. That's a pretty good overdrive. Okay. Good to know. But does she have a skell? Ha! There it is. One Hraesvelg. Let's see what this thing actually has. Boost, and it's gone. Welcome to nighttime. Boost attack for just physical damage, build arm, melee attack up, crit chance up, evasion up. That does sound like what the Hraesvelg's all about in combat. Claw whip, debuff res down. Taunt, why is it? These are such weird art names. Okay, this one's more normal. Hypernova. Inflict slow arts. That one's weird. It literally makes the enemy's arts come out slower. Gravity slash from the front boosts damage. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's crack it? Sure, why not? I'll get it. And they're dead. Whoops. I believe this Hraesvelg's a level 20 model. Yes, it is. It is 920. That's how you can tell it's a level 20 model. Like, Asmodeus is a 730. The Hraesvelg is somewhat special in the way it moves. Oh, hello. Undiscovered territory. Wonderment Bluff. Welcome. It floats above the ground while dashing, and it hovers differently from other skells, and it gets attacked by tentacle swells. God damn it.
They're tough.
I don't want to be here. Yes, it more or less just glides instead of falling normally. So you can get to some nice spots with it. It is far more mobile than other skells. It doesn't have the vehicle mode, but the glide makes up for it. You can just kind of leave. That is an FN site that I don't have. Yes. Shoot. I wonder if I can get there. Oh, hello. I found Slickstone Rise while not looking for... It's not why! It still isn't why. And it will likely continue... It's freaking not Y! Will I ever realize that it's not Y? I can get here, and I see it there. I should be able to glide right over. Yeah, no problem. You can't pick up treasures while in a skell, but you can place FN probes. No problem at all. Speaking of FN probes, you may or may not have seen this one in the Yawning Giant in Oblivia. In the original, this was impossible to get until much...
My skell!
Are you fucking serious? Why did you decide that you wanted to take a vacation in the Yawning Abyss? Like, you could have just not done that. Holy cow! What was so interesting down there? Are you... Why? Seriously? My god. Anyway, you're not expected to get this one until much later in the original, but you can get it right now with the Hraesvelg, and that was really super easy. And I did not know the AI was allowed to just send its skell into the void. I've never had that happen before. I'm gonna test this, but I think that if you use the skell in the original, the AI, if you fall into the void, will not follow you. Can I reach that one? There is an insect nest under this? But I legitimately can't see it? I would love to be able to get it right now and show off, but I have no idea where I'm jumping to. So I might actually just save this one for later. As I've mentioned before, the AI won't use skell insurance, so you don't have to worry about that. Now that you've completed the quest, you can buy level 30 Hraesvelgs from the shop. And, they're pretty good, I guess. Honestly, they're kinda not that great. At least that's what I've heard from the internet. They've got the highest evasion of any skell, 130 compared to the Urban's 93. But, like, they don't do nearly as much damage. And that kinda sucks. Like, look at how much the melee attack goes down. That's 30 points. And with only a few points in ranged attack to make up for it, at least the accuracy is massive. But most of the rest of the stats are not that impressive. It has an extra 750 GP for some reason. Very, strange. But it kind of fails to impress in a lot of ways. You need to stuff a lot of attack up augments on it for it to be worth anything. I think I will pick up a level 30 and just assign it to Liesel. Just so that she has it. Maybe I'll set the level 21 to myself. It's not really that important. The gliding is nice, but it's not that impactful. But with all that done, that is all I wanted to do. Because that mission actually did take a while. So next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X, well, there's a lot more affinity missions that I want to do. So next time, we'll be doing one of them. See you guys then.